Hello everyone, I'm back today with another video. This is going to be a ranked game against this player. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Fairly good ratio here, not many games, 70% wins. So hopefully this game goes well. This is a setup I built just for this game against this guy. It's pretty aggressive by my standards. Every piece is in the top two rows, like Marshal, Spy, General, Colonels. And the flag's on the weak sides. Hopefully that it does a good job of fooling this player. But we're going to go ahead and hope that this game goes well. And hopefully I can get a win out of a player who is rated slightly higher than me. I am about 815 at the moment. So a scout from him there. Nothing too important. He's going to go ahead and scout my major then. So he's a little scout happy. Let's go ahead and take that. And it's another scout. So 3 scouts in a row then. So... okay, so he knows my major. I'm going to go ahead and bring that up. Probably bring out another scout too. Just going to bring this scout out. I'm going to call that bluff. I think it's a bluff. Okay, it's going to be a trade. It's a little risky of me, but I made up my mind that I was probably just going to hit that anyway because I didn't really have backup here. Bit lucky that maybe it wasn't, say, like a colonel. I'm going to go ahead and scout that, by the way. Just his scout, okay. So he's using quite a few scouts, as am I, although I'm using one less than him at the moment. We go ahead and come up with that captain there, just put that right there. Probably bring this scout out as well, and I'll probably move the lieutenant towards the center. It's another scout from him, so he's using 5 scouts already. I'll probably come up with this scout and probably put it right here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and scout this, see if it's another scout. No, it's not a scout. Okay, sergeant then. So I'll come up with my lieutenant and go ahead and pressure that. And he's going to scout my captain. Alright, so I'll go ahead and retreat with that. Scouts galore early on here. I'll go ahead and move that scout to block it and see what it is. It's his 7th scout. Alright, so he is using them quite very quickly, although my other 2 scouts are over here, so I don't think I'll be having much of a scout advantage. Okay. So let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and put that there. And let's retreat this captain. Probably start developing this side of the field a little bit. So he's going to decide to retreat then. I'm not sure what that is. It might be a captain of his own wanting to just trade. I'm just going to leave it like that. It's good to note that these 2 have both moved now. Actually, I'm going to advance a little bit further on this side. Let's go ahead and hit this. Bomb. Okay, so I'm thinking this is another bomb because that's a tendency that this player likes to do. So I'm just going to go ahead and assume that that's a bomb because he's not trying to guard it. And I'm going to save my last scout. So he's playing very passively so far. He's not really coming after me very much or really doing much of anything. Yeah, so he's really almost shuffling now. I'm going to go ahead and put that scout. I'm just going to tuck that scout back because I might need it later. Don't want to use a scout on what's probably a certain bomb right there. But now that I'm fairly sure this is bombed off, and there could even be bombs over here, I'm going to go ahead and move my stuff more towards the center. So I'm going to go ahead and put the captain here in the front line, and then I'll move the colonel behind it and the marshal over. Alright, so that'll be good for now. Looks good, so I'm going to go ahead and put that like so. And that should be good. We should be set, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So we got pretty much a lock here in the center, not much happening, so I'll probably bring up a colonel and see if I can pick up anything from him. So yeah, not much happening here. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can maybe attack this sergeant, but there really isn't much happening at all. That's probably a worthless piece coming to discover me, so I'll hit that with a captain if he moves next to me there. I'll move up on that captain anyway, because he could theoretically move over and then down and force me to take it with my colonel, because obviously I don't want to let him discover it with my marshal. So we're completely even so far. None of us really have much info on the other. I'll go ahead and take this sergeant. He'll probably take with a captain. I'll take that captain with my major, and then we'll see what he's got. Alright, so I'm expecting probably colonel here. But I'm going to take it anyway. But I think probably colonel. But we'll see. Most likely colonel. Interesting. Okay, I'll take that. And his last scout, very good. So he takes, his last scout is discovered by my already known captain. Good stuff. Okay, so he's out of scouts. And I've got a captain up on him, down a colonel. I'm going to go ahead and move a sergeant over and a general up. And we'll just keep it like that. Neither of these two have moved, so I'm not worried about much of that, I don't think. Wow, his marshal. Okay. I'm going to move up that minor because I cannot allow him to go in here. But that's not much to, that's not much there. Meaning the lieutenant is not much to give up to discover his marshal. But, yeah, okay. Well, I'm just going to hit that with my sergeant. Colonel, okay. Interesting. So he is out of scouts, so I might be able to bluff him and try to take his colonel. See what he does here. If I get lucky, yes, there we go, perfect. Alright, so he can have that captain. I am not worried about that at all. Of course, his marshal will keep coming. Wow, he's not even going to try to... Okay. Interesting. Alright. Okay, well that's easy enough. Go ahead and take that. I'm not sure why he was so sure that I guess he thought my spy was over here. Ooh, that's a lot of chat bubbles. Okay. Interesting. So this is pretty much a done deal now. Up a colonel and up a marshal. I think he should have probably pressured my general and gotten this captain back, and then he would be only down a colonel, and then he would be up 2 lieutenants. And that wouldn't really be the worst thing in the world, because although I do know his marshal, I don't know his general. Okay, that's his gen. Easy kill. Yeah, I'm not sure what the point of that was. He's just giving me the game at this point. Wow, that's a lot of chats. Interesting. Okay, well, that's going to be the end of the game. Very solid win by me. Very good. I think the breaking point there was when I took his colonel and he guessed incorrectly. And then, of course, in the center with his marshal, he just panicked. He should have probably come down, taken the captain. Then it would have been an even game because I'd be up a colonel, he'd be up 2 lieutenants. But he didn't do that, and this is the end result, so I'm very happy with that. So, a very good game from my perspective. And good game, this guy, and thank you all for watching.